Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Natural the Hero here, about to showcase you all a video on how to clear the cargo ship in Rust. Now, the reason why I want to cover this video is when you're first starting out on any server, really, the number one priority for you should be clearing that cargo ship. Because right now, the most OP loot and the most massive amount of loot in the game is going to come from that ship early game, and it's basically going to set you apart and put you ahead of your peers and everyone else you're playing against in Rust early on. Now the best way to go about doing it, and the way that me and my friends have been doing it on Fresh Wipe servers, typically we play on like duo and trio servers because I have a 3-man group. But what we do is within the first hour and a half of being on server, we either make some plays to get some guns, or we scrap and go get revies from the outpost, throw down a quickie base, depot, and research revies, and then we go clear ship as soon as it presents itself with revolvers. Now to us, that's like the fastest and quickest way to get going on a server, and it'll put you ahead of everyone else because you're most likely to pull AKs, LRs, bolties, like basically all the best guns and equipment in the game, metal chest plate, metal helmet, face mask, all that is going to come from clearing the ship, to include explosives, C4, and satchels. And whenever everyone's just starting out, if you don't like your next door neighbor and he's just built a 2x2 with one door, you can go ahead and take that C4 and just throw it on that door and get rid of him real fast. So that's why I'm going to showcase this, and specifically once the ship comes out and I start clearing it, I'm going to show you guys the best way to approach it without being shot off by the scientist as you're climbing up the ladder, and then the fastest way to clear it, because when you're clearing the ship, it's all about speed. Now, getting countered while you're on the ship is really not a big deal, because your enemy has to basically come up the ladder of the ship, and you can just camp it, and you'll hear them approach. You can hear the sound of the motor of their ship as they are coming up. So it's really not a big deal to get countered on the ship, and it's almost impossible to lose that fight, really, because you have such huge advantage forcing them to climb up the ladder of the boat. Now, probably the most important thing that you have to do once you've boarded the ship is get below deck, because 9 times out of 10, at least 2 of the crates, if not all the crates, will spawn down below deck in the underneath of the ship. And it's all about hitting the timers, clacking them off, and getting those crates to open quickly so that the ship doesn't leave on you. Because if the ship leaves the play zone with you still in it, you'll hear an extremely loud alarm go off, and if you stay on the ship for more than a couple minutes after that alarm goes off, you will basically take so many rads that you will pretty much instantly die and lose not only the gear that you brought out to clear the boat with, but everything that you would have gained from the ship. And that's always pretty unfortunate. It has happened to us a few times because we had like 2 minutes left on our timers. We really wanted the loot, so we kind of stayed on the ship after the warning signal came off, and as the ship leaves the map, you take extreme rads basically until you die. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here, and when the ship comes out, I'll show you the best way to clear it. Alright guys, so we're about to board the boat. Now, as I discussed earlier, I find it best to enter from the back side of the boat, approach from the rear, and then drive up the side of it to avoid being shot by the scientists in the towers on the left and right side of the upper decks. So as you can see here, their heads are just barely visible, and as you close the distance on the back of the boat, they actually do not have line of sight on you anymore and won't be able to engage you as you approach. So you go ahead and hug the rear of the boat, and then I normally go up the left side. I don't think it matters whether you go up the left or right side. It's just going to kind of be a random chance on how many scientists are on either side. And 9 times out of 10, you won't get shot as you drive up the side of the boat like this if you can stay close enough to it. Now, you do have to be careful, because if you slam into the side of the boat, your boat will tip and you'll fall overboard. Go ahead and climb up here. There is a scientist up top with a machine gun. Dodge him. And we'll go ahead and tap him in the head real quick. Let's see here. Oh, he's moved down on us. But now this is the most crucial point. If you finally board the ship, you just gotta clear it, get below deck, and activate the crates as quickly as possible. So you can get before the ship actually leaves. Alright, one tower guard down. Now there's probably some guys up on deck right here I have to deal with. Go ahead and take this out. There we go. Now I'm just gonna sprint below deck right now and go ahead and get these crates popped, and then I normally clear out the rest of the ship after I get the crates going. Oof. That was pretty bad. Alright, so heal up real quick. I'll finish this guy off. Wait on the health. I may need to adjust my FPS settings because it's a little laggy on record. So, try to get that figured out for the next vid. Alright, so the first one's down, there should be another one. Yep, I'm off to the side. So I'll step out and take him out real quick. Okay. There we go. And for that, of course, is always the best way to go. Get healed up because you never know where the scientist is going to be hiding on you. And then, I normally get these green crates later on. And I just find the actual money crates here, so they have the really rare loot. So you can always come back through and pick these up after you've clicked the timer on the money crates, as I like to call them. Alright, so they're not the intersection. Probably on this side. Super scientist. There isn't any. Go through here. Alright, so here's crate number 1. Go ahead and clock it off. Start your 15-minute timer on that one. And then it's on to find the other 2. There is number dose right here. Clack it. And then the third could be down here, or it could be up above. I'm going to go ahead and grab the green crates below and then work my way back up to the top. Now generally you would want to go ahead and, oh, it's right here, almost past it. So there you go, all 3 crates below deck on the bottom. We only had to kill 2 scientists to get down here and activate these, and then 2 scientists below. Minute, go find the first crate, and 21 seconds here. Alright, so let's see where the boat's at on the map. Where are we? Okay, so we're over here on the far east side of the map. Now this may be true, it may not be true, but this is what I could tell from clearing the boat. Basically, it'll come out, it'll start in a corner of the map somewhere, and that start point is generally its end point, and it generally does like 2 revelations around the map before it force leaves. Do we want the stone wall? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. Probably do that. Alright, next crate, next crate. So that's kind of how you can tell, like, if you saw the boat come out, you know exactly when it first came out, then you can kind of see how close it is from its entry point and know where to go there. Alright, decisions. That, chunk that, definitely chunk that. We don't really need components that bad right now, to be honest. At least not on this server. Alright. Ooh, another metal chest. You know what? I'm gonna chunk shoddy trap. Stack these. All this loot and 97 high qual, the rifle baldies, you know, 19 tech trash, all this other stuff that is great, especially for getting scrap early game to research all this fancy stuff. But I mean, you basically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guns from this ship. You got 2 of the best chest pieces in the whole game, so you can leave one in the base and then research the other later on when you have the scrap. Throw up this double armor door on your base day 1 within the first couple hours of the server. Guaranteed you're not getting satchel raided, at least not from your front door, you're not. Research these, get high externals around your compound. I mean, this is like all the essential stuff in the game to really get you rolling in Rust. You know, it would have been nice to get the metal face mask instead of another metal chest plate to have the full set. Would have been pretty clutch. And I mean, also you have this full health AK, so I mean, if you're the guy who risks it for the biscuit, you can just roam with that AK, research your 5.56, make sure you get a level 2 down, craft you up some ammo, and take heli. I mean, so this is what me and my friends normally do on the duo servers, solo servers, and trio servers that we play on, depending, you know, on our work schedules. Is we we hit cargo ship and you're pretty much set. You've got everything you need to continue the snowball, and I guess we view winning the game in Rust as, like, I guess rating off all the other clans on said server that you're playing on. So you join a server day one of the fresh wipe. You get established as quickly as possible, make plays, research everything, get the tier 3, start raiding, and basically when you're the last clan standing, I mean, you've won. Whether the other people, rage off and quit, or you raid their bases, or you just beat them in the open world PvP all day long every day until they just give up. I mean, that's kind of how you win Rust for a wipe, and this cargo ship really enables that. So that's why we definitely consider it the best early game start and the best strat to getting ahead of your opponents in game, regardless of whatever server you're playing on. Also guys, if you enjoyed the video and liked the content or liked it at any point in time, go ahead and click the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below, and let me know how I can improve my editing, video quality, or if you want me to make more videos in the future about different strategies and stuff in game, go ahead and give me a shout out, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks guys, appreciate it, have a good one.